The next thing we talked about was equilateral triangles. So here's your I can statement. I can use the properties of equilateral triangles to find missing values. So just a quick reminder, in an equilateral triangle, all three sides are congruent and all three angles are congruent. And since there's a total of 180 in a triangle, you could divide that by 3 to figure out that each angle has to be 60 degrees. So let's see if we can solve a problem using an equilateral triangle. So first of all, I know this is equilateral because all of the tick marks, that says all three sides are congruent. So it doesn't tell me in the problem it's an equilateral triangle. You have to look at the picture and figure that out for yourself. So now that I do know it's an equilateral triangle, I know that all the angles are congruent. But here's the deal. I'm trying to solve for y. So if I take these two angles and I set them equal to each other, which is what a lot of people try to do, notice in your equation you have x's and y's. You're not going to be able to solve that equation. It's not going to work. So basically, the x here is just a distractor. We don't even need that piece of information. We already know that all three angles are congruent, so we already know that each angle has to be 60 degrees. So the only thing that we need is this information. We can say angle C is 8y minus 4, and we know that has to equal 60 degrees. And now this is an equation I can actually solve for y. In the other one, it had x's and y's. We were out of luck. But here, we can rock it out. So you would solve your equation to get y equals 8. So you just have to remember in an equilateral triangle that all the sides are congruent and all the angles are congruent, so that each have to equal 60 degrees.